is fighting this disease so bravely. She's an amazing, inspirational woman. I'm honored that she accepted our invitation to be our keynote speaker, and without further ado, I'd like to turn this over to Randi. There you are.
So I have total chemonesia, so I have to read my speech, so you guys just have to bear with me. And I'm going to ask Jennifer to hold the microphone. Hi, everyone. I have to begin by thanking all of you for being here. This event is so near and dear to my heart. I can't express how wonderful it is to have all of you here supporting the Debbie Berton Handler family and Susan G. Komen. I feel honored to have been asked to speak at this event, and I want to congratulate Jennifer and her team for putting on another successful event this year. You're amazing. So this is truly overwhelming. I have always said it takes a village, and I'm so happy to be a part of this particular village supporting families struggling with cancer. I'm lucky to say that Jennifer is part of my village. I first met Jennifer when our kids were in preschool together, and our boys have been close friends since they were 2 years old. Jennifer was also close to my mother because they both sat on the Temple Emmanuel Sisterhood board at our temple. When I met Jennifer's mother, Debbie, she had already been diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. Debbie was not only an inspiration to me, she was also a mentor when I was diagnosed. I always admired her generosity in supporting others around her, even though she was fighting her own battle with cancer. She was a real class act, an inspiration, and a beautiful soul. Knowing Debbie Berton and her family, how could I not be drawn to such an incredible event? Being here today means the world to me, and if the lake is somewhat of a circle, I feel like I've come full circle today. The lake holds so many memories for me. I grew up walking around this lake with my parents, and because of my relationship with Debbie and Jennifer, my family has participated in this walk since it started. Jennifer has had a vision because she knows firsthand what cancer does to a family, and I stand with her vision to find a cure for cancer because I too know firsthand what cancer can do to an individual and a family. Here's a little bit about me. It was a beautiful summer day in San Diego in July 2006, and I had dropped off my kids at camp and went to the gym to work out. As strange as it sounds, while I was doing a chest press, I happened to look down and noticed an odd lump in my cleavage. And of course I thought it was nothing. Not me, I'm healthy. But I figured I should probably go see my doctor. And he immediately did a biopsy, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer and in full treatment mode. It's like one day your life is going in one direction, and within 1 week my whole world changed. I went from enjoying my life, my husband, my kids, family, friends, and my career to fighting for my life. And because of the aggressive nature of my cancer, I ended up with a double mastectomy and 1.5 years of chemo. This whole experience was life-changing, not only for me, but for everyone, and it was really hard on my family. My parents were in their 80s, and my father was fighting cancer as well. My dad died as I was finishing chemo, and 1 year after he died, my mother was diagnosed with stomach cancer and was gone in 4 months. On top of that, my brother was diagnosed with chronic lymphoma leukemia. Now that's a lot for one person, right? But I'll tell you what, I'm a fighter, and my life is more than worth fighting for. And I also know that there are people who actually have it worse than I did. Thankfully, I had 5 years of remission, and I was so appreciative of each day. And unfortunately, my cancer journey had not ended because last October, I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. I have realized that you don't get to pick how it happens or who it happens to. You just have to deal with it because life goes on. So please don't feel sorry for me. Believe it or not, I've made this experience of getting cancer a gift. And I have to tell you, I'm truly grateful every day for my life. I'm grateful for my village, my family, my friends, my business partner, my amazing Indigo Salon and Spa team, and my doctors, without whom I would not be talking to you all today. My husband Kelvin and my kids Gavin and Jade have had to endure this challenge and have shown incredible courage and strength, making each day a gift just to be together. giving me a purpose when I look into their eyes, even on the tough days. As difficult as these experiences were, they have become an incredible gift because I truly value everything in my life even more. My mother set a great example by always giving back and getting involved in charities she believed in, and I've decided to do the same. I teach my kids to support causes they believe in because that's what my parents taught me, and they can make a difference in this world, and so can you. We're planning on doing a remodel on our house, but because of cancer, that just wasn't important anymore. I decided to take the money and invest it in growing a business so that I could leave a legacy for my children. I went from a 6-person working for me to a 40-person, and I went to a modest small salon to the #1 L'Oreal salon in San Diego. I love owning Indigo Salon and Spa because it gives me a venue to do fundraising of my own, and I didn't let cancer stop me, and I'm not going to. The message that I would love for you all to take away today is how important it is to give back in a way that feels personal and authentic to you. Debbie did not allow her diagnosis to define her. She always did things keeping others in mind first. Her legacy for paying it forward, whether it be a kind word, a good deed, or just a big fat hug, inspired me to do the same. I mentioned earlier that I was inspired by my mother to get involved in whatever way felt good to me. And what I didn't tell you was that every time I give back, I feel closer to my mother, and it keeps her memory alive. And that's what you're doing right now. I also mentioned my village. Well, folks, you gotta have a village. Mine's incredible, and I'm blessed to have all of you here this afternoon. Thank you so much for your support. I love you guys, and thank you for being a part of my wild journey called life. There's no way I can repay everything that's been done for me. As Debbie and my parents showed me in their lives, I chose to show my gratitude for paying it forward. I ask you to join me in paying it forward in your world. Stand up for a cause. Hold the door for someone, or make someone's day with a smile. Stand alongside a friend who's having a tough time, but pay it forward. I'm lucky enough to be here with all of you who are here for this organization that gives support to people who don't have their own village to rely on. I am a survivor and I am a fighter, but everyone who fights needs to have people in their corner, like I have. As we walk, let's remember with each step the many ways we have been touched and blessed by Debbie Berton. Her spirit is here today. Let's keep it alive with pride. We are all better people just for having known her or to know about her. Thank you for being here and supporting in whatever way you can. Please choose to help create a village for those in need. We can all do something or we wouldn't be here today. Please choose to be generous and choose to pay it forward. Thank you very much for giving me your time. I want to thank all my girlfriends who have edited my speech over and over and over. And I just wanted to say thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
I'd like to thank Randi and her family for being here. That speech was beautiful. It's from your heart. And in my mom's memory, she would want us all to be walking for you today and everyone that you all love that's going through cancer. Please make it a valuable experience for yourself today. And just like Randi said, and echoing my dad's words and what my mom would have wanted, let's smile. And we have Rabbi Devorah here now. And thank you so much, Randi.